Of mayonnaise. Now, Fortnite fam, I know you guys are ready to get into all of the action, but first, we should probably get all these new faces to the broadcast up to speed on how the broadcast is going to be run. Let's start with the broadcast schedule. So right now, we're going to be hopping into Europe during one of the heats going on right now. Later on, we'll take a look at some of the replays from Middle East that happened this morning with a live look in at Brazil after that. And then we'll wrap the day with NA East. Now, how are these guys racking up their points? Let me get you up to speed on that. So points. Like placing between 5th and 8th is 6. Third and fourth is 9 points. Second place is 12 points, and that victory royale is worth 15, with every elimination being 1 point. Now, the prize pool across the FNCS has been $10 million, and here is a prize distribution for this weekend. A lot of money to be divvied out, and of course, the money is great, but being able to be crowned the first ever season champion across all regions is an even better feat. Now, before hopping into the games, we made some predictions early on in the week for Europe. There is one among us that is had a bit of a different opinion, and that's fine. We'll get there. But right now, why don't you tell us about our predictions for Europe?
So I'll talk about our predictions since the rest of us decided that, we had a brain and were able to look at what went on in the past. And Miko, Mongo, and Benji just wiped the floor with the rest of the region. They averaged a 1.4 placement, 3 wins, 2 second places. I know I've always harped on it, but it took literally 4 really, really bad games in played their game. They've been on top, but Shai, it seems like you went a different direction.
Well, I understand they got their high placements, they're in their high castle, but personally, I see a revolution coming. I predict an upset, Stompy Chicken and Aqua actually taking it all home at the end of the grand finals. They're amazing, but I think they won't have it what it takes ultimately, and Aqua will steal the race at the very end.
Well, we'll have to see how things pan out for these trios. Now, like I said earlier, by the end of the broadcast, Shai will be eating a cup of mayonnaise if MMB wins out in Europe. So we'll have to see if that pans out for everyone. Now, guys, we are going to be jumping into game number 2 of heat number 1 in Europe. We're going to be jumping right into all the action. And to do so, we've got Monster D-Face, Dr. Lupo. Gentlemen, take it away.
Zeke, thank you very much. For those that are confused, Shai went on Twitter and made a bet and said if the 3 that we've all, we seem to just absolutely destroyed thus far. If they do in fact win, then he will eat not a cup, an entire jar of mayonnaise on stream. And to be quite honest with you, I think that might be some of the best content that I've seen on for quite a while. In Europe here, like I said, game 2, it's already rolling right now. Monster, before we jump right into it, what do you think? How do you think things are going to play out today?
I think my stomach hurts. I'm going to have to sit down and let this one kind of digest as we jump into these games. But let's go ahead and hop right in. It's Europe. They're trying to get to the grand finals. There's going to be a lot of action unfolding today, Dr. Lupo.
Lo and behold, 95 players remaining. Only one that's going to happen. We're jumping right into retail with the trio themselves, Benji, Mongo, trioed up. Gold RPG.
That's
right
literally what I want to touch on right there. The retail row loot.
Look at the inventory.
Sets them up for success. You're looking at straight up legendary inventory. And the best of the best, what do they choose? Shield bubbles. Shield bubbles, one of the new items introduced to Fortnite, and it's a great item, right? It's so versatile. So you're going to see shockwaves, you're going to see launch pads, campfires, and even with the recent adjustment to the loot, the way it's divvied out here in retail, it's still so prominent in the loadouts. You're going to see the difference. And just look at the map on the side. Basically, no one around them to contest.
It's wild to think. So I'm going to say it, and I'm pretty sure everyone is already thinking it, as we've seen them play over the course of the qualifiers for this event. If no one contests retail, or it's lightly contested, let's say somebody drops black tops and they take Resi side, or however it's split.
I can tell you what that means.
It
means Shayo is 100%
eating the mayonnaise.
Eating the
100% guaranteed eating the mayonnaise. In fact, production, can we get a jar of mayonnaise ready just at some point before Sunday? Because based on what we've seen thus far, we have an insane mat count across the board already. Look at the inventory. This is ridiculous. They are kitted to the teeth. 11 points already going into game 2. We'll have to take a look back so we can see exactly how that played out for them the previous round. But they're moving in. They have maybe, granted, we can see on the minimap that there's nobody at Dusty Depot right now, but that's a potential loot, drop spot for a trio at this point. But right now it's contested. You see this built in, there's no one around. They have free rotation in. We'll see where the next circle ends up. Meanwhile, you're going to have teams smushed up against each other already on the movement in, fighting it out. We're looking all the way to the north side of the map, just past the block. A number of players probably dropping up there.
And this is a veteran team right here. The Vic, Robabs, and Falcony been around the scene for a long while here, and they are just dictating the pace of this battle here as they're trying to look for this push right now. The shield bubble's not going to be effective. He actually had to push out of it, and it's a 3v1 situation right here. Down comes the Stinker. That's going to have to push him back, and should be a nice, easy close-in. You see right there.
I'm zoned inside. One box left. The quick edit, the swap. Lands shot,
nice
trap from above, dodges it. Basically no damage taken.
It's a good attempt. Pretty good attempt right there. Did try to, catch the Vic off guard, but it was fast enough. And it's kind of sneaked on through.
By the way, on the right side of your screen, here's the results of game one. You see Mongrel, Mitro, Baby Fishy taking 5th place. Alblafly, Miro, 1st place position up there. Points for that trio. Remainder of the top 10. Just a quick info blast there for you if you did. Streaming their gameplay right now.
And I love that. I love that we can see exactly where we're at with the leaderboard. That was the round of game one. Your top 10 teams coming into now. And remember, everyone's a heat. So we're going to see rivalry. The best that leaderboard is going to change with every single game. They're going against each other.
I'm just saying, they have been playing insane. That's not to say that anybody else can't potentially take. Moving on the north side of that hill. This trio, Skype, Keenstar, Hunter, they're in a great spot going into the next circle.
Absolutely. There's no reason for them to move right now either. As you said, they have a nice line of sight over the field here. And all those tags, those are crucial tags. Remember, Storm Surge can affect anyone here, so you have to be proactive. With your position, you have to be actively seeking for damage if you don't want to get taken out by the Storm Surge. But here we have another little engagement about to go down here. It looks like the Vic is currently turning this house inside out. Another team very close by.
Stage 4 just southeast of the gas station. Plus you do have one more player, the Zebo, in the middle of Pleasant Park. Going to rotate up on top, and I think now's the time to try and get a height advantage. You don't want anybody to apply too much pressure. Plus, they are further away from the zone. So the teams from TCK, they are in a good spot to just try and stormhold this, if that's what it comes down to. You have 3 potential point pickups here, eliminations. Actually, pressure going in here. Muser taking the high ground on top of the trio. Used that shockwave and got up on top. I would expect pressure from the other two here momentarily. We will see, but there is another trio. Look, on the map, you have another team coming in from behind. So now both the trios that we just saw on screen right now that are fighting, they're about to go another team down that they're moving in as well. There's going to be 3 teams fighting basically in one building. Second, you have a couple pickups there. The Vic, 3 eliminations. You have another team on top of them right now.
but that people do desperate things. So this team was totally fine parked up here, but now they have to force the push here. They have to defend themselves, and lucky for them, they get the tags. They get the tags, and their entire trio is still standing. This is a 3-way battle going on here, all of which is probably forced out because of Storm Surge now.
I guarantee you this.
Novak's doing a good job here. He's being shot in the back. He's hurt. He's actually going to shockwave through, trying to find himself a better position. And he breaks away. He's got a little bit of time to himself now.
Good call. Trying to rotate away. They are a little slow at this point. Top one, he's going to have to rotate back. Junior Seven Josh and Tom Wamo all stacked up next to each other right there in front of the garage. One fire is going to be a clue for them. If they do spot it and realize they might be low HP, might be time to push. They have a way to pressure. 5 shockwaves in the inventory. Rotation. It's not going to be a problem. Team shockwave. Come in clutch. In fact, he might even be marking it just to say, hey. What he was doing. There we go. Rotation all the way south. Look at that. Solid push ahead of the team. They have a single there. They are sitting in the forefront. Able Stormhold.
And what
a big move
reckless push. They had the zone right here.
They did.
They go outside the storm, the safety zone, just trying to force that fight.
You got to think the storm, the potential chance of taking damage from the storm Storm Surge might have been the reason for the push. Not 100% sure. We didn't have the number on the screen. You have to think throwing away a positional advantage, especially because you know the circle timer is on your screen. So then if they're going to push, they need to make it quick, or they just need to wait. Chose to move out there, and now they're on the outside. Meanwhile, 3 HP. The other 2 from the trio, and so Amplify still up. This is the winner from game 2. A big lead.
To call shambles loot right here, man. Equal. They do have a couple of eliminations to their name here, but it's looking pretty dicey.
They have to rotate past so many teams, and they're sharing loot right now just to try and give everybody a chance. I almost say maybe Miro drop everything that he's got. The other 2 is at this point 3 HPs. Not the best situation. See, you can watch the mini-map just a second there.
The only one with shield on his team, so he says, you know what, I'm going to go out first. I'll do the building, I'll do the leading, taking the pack to the next zone. And I mean, it gets them a little bit closer.
A 200 damage hit with a blue pump can into the circle. other regions right now. This Tamawamo does go down. Well, imagine that many rounds from a trio, all shooting at your single build by itself. It basically GG at that point.
This team here is also just heavy on the elims right now. 7 for the squad right here, and they have a prime position to catch the picks of anyone rotating from the backside. This is actually perfect too, right? The heavy congestion is below them. They don't have anyone up here in this layer with them. The closest person is this trio right here to their left, and it looks like it's time to get that focus fire on. Here comes the minigun.
Use those HP tags to pop up the 5 to see where your opponents are rotating. Now they're in literally the very bottom of the same builds. You have a ton of people stacked up next to each other at this point now. But Camo, Pepper, and Harmy look like they still have the ultimate high ground, the best spot on the map right now. That being said, they're on the far west 6 zone, and they need to rotate southeast. Hopefully, somebody's got a launch pad or shockwaves in the inventory to make this rotation. Otherwise, they're going to build across and target over everyone else underneath that. You do still see Benji, Fishy, Mongrel, and Mitro right there on your screen. They are still in this one, looking now from almost the same angle. Here we go, a rotation with the launch pad, well above the damage threshold for Storm Surge. Excellent spot, and 12 rockets in the RPG. They're going to build on pre-built structure over there. Let somebody else put up, might even be their own builds.
And this is exactly what you want to study from this star trio right here. Zone 6, they go for the high ground, so they're actually going to take the high ground. He's going to catch 2 on the knock right there, which means that team is really hurting now. That's going to be Voron who gets taken out there. Voron was also in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a power takedown right here. It's going to allow the trio to get taking away. IO wager, the mayonnaise tub to the face. So we'll see if it comes to fruition before the day's up.
Mitro staying a little bit towards the back, keep throwing down those RPGs at players that are rotating, or the builds to see if we can get drops on people. Mitro pick it up. There's those 2 elims defeat, so he gets secured both of them. That puts the entire trio at 6 total right now, 17 points. And we're looking at placement now, top 15 trios remaining. Only 29 players, though, as the elimination feed is starting to light up across the board. These are the zones as people are moving, especially when you have one of, if not the best trio on ultimate high ground with an RPG. Are you kidding me?
But
they are in the best spot.
Remember, it still hurts to hold high ground from zone 6 so early. They're going to be forced to jump down soon if they can't, kind of map conserve properly. They're getting broken down consistently now by the shockwaves. These are one of the cons that happen when you take that high ground, because you don't get the pleasures of looting the players you drop, right? Just like that. All that loot's gone. They actually can't use it.
And every time you get a shot, you look up in the air to see if they can try and find who's on the fly. That elimination is secured. Mitro picking up a knock on Falconly in the feed. Another one for the trio. I'm going to say, if this is not a win for this team, I don't know what is.
It's going to be a close one. Mongrel actually did not have any more AR left in his gun. There's no more RPG left here. It's a straight-up shotgun battle. This is a crucial elim. That's going to get them some of the resources that they need to hold this high ground here. And it looks like it's going back across the level for them. They're going to be able to reuse some of their resources here. We have a couple players in the game here. Red Rush in the low ground. Shaka and Cow as well. Mitro just raining fire. That tech sub SMG is so good for shredding through builds right here. And honestly, they can pierce through the turbos like right there. These are the shots. Good pressure right here from Mitro, putting down the fire, putting all the ammunition to use here. We're almost in the final zone now. This is it. Nothing will happen. Looks like Benji Fishy's going to go for that. Elevate himself right there. So he's going to get the harm's way of the shockwave, and Mitro's going to stay down here and just get down and dirty with the TAC SMG right now, Lupo.
You have to remember, at the last set of placements here, the points really kick up as you go from 5th to 4th, 3rd to 2nd, and then the victory royale. So every time you see a player get that, go down, like right there. The 4 trios remaining get even more points. As soon as one more trio goes down, we're looking at the 1st and 2nd, and that's it. And we're down to the very last second. The spray from above. This, honestly, as soon as we got to top 40, this was Mongrel, Mitro, Benji Fishy, all the way to the end. No surprise here.
And a monstrous 12 elim game right there. You saw, even in the final moments, they did try to drop a couple of medium bullets there. But with that, we're going to send it over to the studio with Zeke and Sundown. What do you have for us, guys?
Oh man, MMB starting off the day strong. We are one step closer to Shio eating an entire jar of mayonnaise.
It's escalated because he said cup, but we really didn't define cup. Some people was like, is this a standard measuring cup? And someone was like, honestly, it should be a World Cup. I was actually just back in the kitchen looking to see if we could find any mayo. I'm going to have to make a run tomorrow because after that last game, it was just incredible. So that is 2 matches down in the heat. Let's take a look first at the standings and see where we're at after the first 2 games because, that's weird. Who's that up top?
This might as well just be Shio, eat mayonnaise.
I mean,
I think
so
it
the
reads.
one thing, and we saw they had a number of elims. They were in actually 4th place after the first match, but then the 12 elim plus the victory route, Zeke talking about it, every single one of those being a point, and then the victory route being 15 as well, pushing them up to 38. They're already 6 points clear of Valkyrie, Robats, and the Vic, who've been playing very well. 19 elims there is pushing them 5 points clear of Upload and Maps.
Matsui Miro and Amplify had first place, that they had the Victory Royale. They, in fact, did not. So, my apologies. All we were given was placement on the screen. That's my bad. Back to you.
We got to keep them honest, and we love him very much for it. But don't forget, the top 8 are moving on from this heat. So right now, you must be this tall to rise. We're looking at just top 8 points. 18, that's just like, Victory Royale is worth 15 points in and of itself. So even if you get that Victory Royale with 3 eliminations, you can now look to strike under the top 8. So we're only in 2nd game. We're about to head into game number 3. What does this spell for like all of these other teams?
Yeah, you just have to stay consistent. You have to not fear. If you have a couple of bad games, that's okay. If you're able to get in, get situated, get a couple of eliminations, get some placement points in there. As you can see right now, to be on the first page, it's 11 points up there. But one thing I do want to take a look at here is some of the gameplay that came out from Mongrel, Mitro, and Benji. They were able to play so well, and Lupo even hinted at it, saying at around like top 40 or so, you could kind of smell that they were going to have that victory round. It had the sense of, hey, they were going to get high ground. They had everything they needed. It's like, oh, this looks like it's going to be a win from them. Let's hop on in and see how they're able to execute and get this done. And one thing you'll note is when they are on high ground, they're so incredibly disciplined with their angles. They're constantly looking around, adjusting, putting rockets towards their opponents, and then keeping control, working with each other to make sure that they're finding the right targets. I mean, Mongrel's aim on people who are in the air, honestly, you'd think he's using a controller, the way these players just get beamed as they come out. No, it is just amazing. Just as Mitro would say, that's crazy. They are running it through 38 points up top, and again, always on the high ground, and for me, that's what's so impressive.